Hello YouTube viewers, this is Skeptic2400 and today I am back with a defense-based video for Clash of Clans. Alright, so today I will be showing you guys a Town Hall 6 defense base that I had 2 years ago. Now I might not remember exactly because, as I said, it was 2 years ago. And plus the design will be changed because, the air sweeper. But despite all that, I should remember most of the base. Now, as you see, I'm just taking apart the walls so I could help layer them out better. And so then, anyways, shall we get started? So first, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna place the town hall in the middle of the village, and then place your 2 wizard towers like so. Now what you want to do with your storage is you want to alternate them, so that way one person can't just attack one side and they get all of that storage. Because say you're like me and you're saving up for elixir, and a person, you keep all your elixir on one side. Well, that person could just attack you, take your elixir from one side and be on his way, not really caring if you won or not. Because sometimes, for some people it's all about the loot. I mean, once you have reached max level, guess it really wouldn't matter anymore because everything is maxed out. But before you hit max level, it kind of does matter, just a little bit. But anyways, so what you're gonna do in the wall placement is like make it look like some little protective thing. Now, since this is a post air sweeper update, I will have to improvise just a little from my original base design. It's not really that much difference, but in theory it kinda is. This is like a defense, a hybrid base. That's the word I was looking for. This is a hybrid base. And so, what you're wanting to do is you're gonna put a Modar tower on one side, or actually both sides. Put a Modar tower on both sides. One side has an air sweeper, and then the other side has an air defense. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this guy crazy? Doesn't he know air sweepers cannot do air damage? Well, for that reason purposely, since unless you're attacked by someone higher, you will have balloons to air mines to try and get rid of those balloons that you have if you are attacked by, to try and get rid of those. So that's where I thought about this part. Okay, ignore that. Forgot to turn off my notifications while I was recording. Alright, so now we got one side done. Now the air defense side might look a little crooked just because the way everything is for the air defense area. So kind of bear with me. If you have OCD, you might not want this base because it's not going to be symmetrical. Granted, since they added the air sweeper, unless the air sweeper is in the direct middle along with the town hall, then in theory it will never be symmetrical. But enough about that. Let's just finish building this little wall area. And right here. Okay. Now, if I am correct, which I'm pretty sure I am, you should have 3 cannons and 3 archer towers. Now, since there is really only an air sweeper over here, you might want to put like 2 archer towers in this area, like this general area, and maybe like a cannon, and then you're only going to want to put 1 archer tower in this area. And then you could have 2 cannons around the air defense just for ground troops, and then 1 cannon right there. Now you're going to want to put your clan castle on this side just because of the air sweeper. Now, if I'm correct, we should have this amount of walls and the rest of these traps. And so, what you're gonna want to do is try and get the archer towers protected. Clan castle does not need to be protected at the moment, so let me just move that out the way so I could finish building these other ones. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Whoa. One of the awesomest glitches ever. Anyway, it has to be moved. Okay, now as you can see, we're getting a little bit short on walls. Now for this base, since there's going to be a whole lot of open space in there, what I would suggest doing is putting all the buildings you have into range of your defenses. I mean, granted, most people would probably already do that anyways, but it's just a little reminder. After all, reminders do go a long way. I know this base looks a lot weird, and it's mainly because of the air defense. Because the air sweeper. That kind of threw my whole entire design off. Just a little bit. But, it's not too bad. And if I remember correctly, we should have an exposed cannon. Now, this could actually work to your advantage. Okay, so what you're gonna do, since you have an exposed cannon, is you're gonna put a giant bomb right here. Spring trap. Spring trap. Spring trap. And another spring trap. That way that area could be, you know, seemingly protected. Now that we have those remaining buildings, first thing you want to do, even though I hate when people do this, but you know it's not actually a bad idea, is to move your builder huts on the outside corners of your base. And after that, you're going to want to put your highest elixir collector, unless they're all equally leveled, then just put one. And then your highest gold mine, right here in the middle. Since the gold mine is kind of open, you're going to put around, you know, 2 giant bombs. Well, actually a little bit more than 2. Since they barely cover the tile. I'm gonna put like 3 giant bombs in this area. And now for the rest, you're gonna want to put all the gold mines, you know, like try and alternate the gold mines and elixir collectors, so like I said before, you know, they don't just go end up attacking for one thing, because you know it relates to the same scenario I was talking about earlier. And then when you run out of buildings, you're gonna want to put your spell factory, or not your spell factory, your laboratory right there. Your spell factory right there. And then you can really place your 3 army camps anywhere throughout the base. It just really all depends on preference. But anyways, this was my base strategy 2 years ago. I mean, it might not be as effective because the new strategic players, but yeah, this is my Town Hall 6 base. So this is Skeptic 2400, and I'll see you in the next one.